Interviews with Phillipsburg FFA brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Coombs Incorporated, Kansas Crop Care, 3rd Street Bakery, White's Food Liner, High Plains Farm Credit, and Eagle Communication.
We're at Phillipsburg FFA, and we're talking to some kids up here today and talking about FFA Week and what it means to them and kind of what they're doing in the program. First off, I always like to go to the president, and we're going to talk to Drew real quick. Drew, as president of FFA up here, president means you've been doing this for a few years. How long have you been in FFA in Phillipsburg?
I've been in FFA for 4 years.
4 years. Now, how did you get started in this?
My brother and my sister were both in FFA, so it was just kind of like a family thing. They did it, so why don't I do it?
Sometimes when you say family, that also means parents were involved. Were your parents involved, do you think?
Yeah, my parents were both involved in FFA, and my uncle, and I'm not sure about my aunt, but my uncle's in FFA.
So the whole family. And is your family involved in a lot of agriculture, too, around the Phillipsburg area?
Yes, my dad farms, and my mom works for the NRCS office.
So you guys are pretty familiar with it. What's some of the stuff that you and FFA have learned over the years and some of the stuff that you get to do now as president?
As FFA president, I hear people say, hey, we need to do this. Mm-hmm. So I take from a few people, and then I gather it, and then we have an officer meeting, and then we discuss what we want to do from there. Have
you ever been into any of the FFA conventions across the United States?
Well, we go to Denver, which is just our own little group, but the National FFA Convention I haven't gone to.
Probably hope to go there someday, maybe. Will you get a chance to go?
I would like to.
Well, thank you very much for coming over and talking to us. And next we're going to go to the Vice President. So the Vice President is Savannah Ewing. And Savannah, thanks for coming over and joining us. You know, one thing with FFA is you members get a chance to go out there and do things in public and do things for the community service. What's some of the stuff you guys as a chapter have worked on?
As a chapter, we have helped the community with their hometown Halloween parade. We offered hayrack rides and a face painting booth. And then at Christmas time, we offered a Christmas wrapping experience where they would bring their presents to us and we would box them up and wrap them for a certain amount of price.
I also heard you guys had a seed spitting contest too.
Yes, that was very interesting with a bunch of little kids just spitting out a box, but it worked out.
Oh, yeah, I think things like that are a lot of fun. And what's great about that is not only you're reaching out to community and adults and talking to them about what your chapter does, but you reach out to kids who might become members later on, too, down the road.
Yes, that's the one great thing about FFA is you get to involve the little kids with it.
Well, very good. Thanks for coming and talking to us. Going to move on here next to John. John, you're the sentinel, and they tell me that's kind of like the bouncer. You kind of keep everybody in line. So have you been doing a pretty good job of that this year?
Yeah, we haven't really had too many problems.
So then you're doing a good job. Let's talk about some of the stuff that you've done at FFA. What's some of the things you want to chat about a little bit?
Well, I have a SAE, which is a Certified Agriculture Experiment, and I'm farming my own 80. And I work for a really progressive farmer, and we try to get new technology involved with our farming. So like our most new piece of equipment is our planter. It's like a 1770 NT John Deere. And we just like to incorporate technology with this new planter, and it's really helped me out.
So you do that with computers and you do a lot of that new technology, and I think that that's a great thing doing that on the side because you can bring some of that knowledge and those techniques back to some of the other people that are in the FFA chapter and talk to them about it.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. Just want to get everybody used to using new technology.
And I think that's the way the whole farming is going, so it's good that you're on that cutting edge and you're doing that and you could share that with everybody else. And maybe, I don't know, you're a junior this year?
Yes.
So maybe next year you can share that with some more of the FFA members that are coming along too.
Yes, sir. Just trying to help out future farmers and just trying to learn some more myself.
That's what it's all about. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Again, we have Drew, Savannah, and John. We're at Phillipsburg High School, the FFA. Thank you very much. I'm Mike Kerner.
Interviews with Phillipsburg FFA brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Coombs Incorporated, Kansas Crop Care, 3rd Street Bakery, White's Food Liner, High Plains Farm Credit, and Eagle Communication.